timeline.
I think it's right. I think we're actually live now, but
Are we
no,
sure we want to let people see this?
I
That's the
need
question.
to actually go and make sure. Hello, everybody. If we are live on my page, I don't know. We are. Look at this. We are.
Oh, I was gonna go look for you, but now forget it.
Can I tag you right now?
No.
I don't know. What are we
Oh yeah, I
doing?
see you. Well, I guess I see both of us, but it's fine.
Okay. So look, I'm trying to like tag you so it goes on yours too. Did it work? Oh, it did. It tagged you.
I'm
Look.
like, delete, abort.
All right. So hello everyone. We are gonna have fun today. So I'm Stephane, this is Laurel, and we used to have a lot of fun on here when we absolutely did not ever know what we were doing. And
still don't know what we're doing.
I think that we've grown a little bit and we kind of know what we're doing. So we wanted to just come on and have fun. So we came up with this fun idea to just talk about random stuff. So
sounds like a lot of promises you're making. We definitely don't know what we're doing.
Okay, so you introduce yourself first because you're on my Facebook and my people don't know you, and you can go first.
You literally just introduced me. Hi, whatever she said is true. Well, that's not real. Okay, so my name is Laurel. Obviously, I'm the fun one. I don't know what else you want me to say. Where
are you from? How many kids you have? What do you do for a living?
Oh my gosh, I have like a gaggle of children. What is the proper word? Like when you have like so many, you just forgot to count. It's like a gaggle. I think it's just a gaggle of children. Yeah, there's so many of them. I feel like but they're all like adults now, so it's great. Mostly 2 of them are almost adults, which is scary for them, but exciting for me. So yeah, I work from home, so here I am. This is me not working. But I don't know, I feel like people on your page probably already know who I am because I'm like a creepy stalker on your page. No,
I don't know. Okay, fine, cool. So for the people that don't know me on your page, I don't know. I'm Stephane. I am a mom of 4. I know how many children I have.
That's a gaggle. It's a lot.
I homeschool now, so that's a lot of fun.
Unsubscribe immediatave.
And I have a gaggle of animals.
It's a lot.
I have the whole circus. And I'm in North Carolina. So
I'm in California.
Yeah, the weather's better over here now. So
I think you guys stole our weather because our weather's been kind of crap.
Actually, what happened was we swapped because my hometown of California is currently getting tornadoes. Like all of my friends are posting tornado warnings. My sister sent me a funnel cloud from her husband. He was driving home from work, like, hope I make it home. There's a funnel cloud above me. And I was like, I lived there my entire life and we never had that ever. And now I moved to North Carolina and I'm like, where's our tornadoes?
If you guys start getting earthquakes, then it's really on. Like, then we'll know some shit went sideways for sure.
Anyways, okay, so we had this fun idea. If you are jumping on, say hi. Where are you coming from? Do you have a gaggle of pets? That's gonna be our word for the day.
I'm gonna Google gaggle and see what it is.
It's like something totally wrong. Like we should.
It's probably so different.
All right, so we decided to just ask each other questions, and what I want for you guys to do is answer the questions in the comments. So we're going to ask each other, but please feel free to give us your answers to these questions.
Okay, so technically I was right, partially. So the number 1 definition was not right. It's a flock of geese, which is not correct. However, the informal definition is a disorderly or noisy group of people. So that's accurate. I have a gaggle of children. Forever a gaggle. Okay. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget.
Okay. All right. So, I have to tell you, we decided to call this Blonde Confessions just because we're just going to talk about random stuff. The first thing that I would like to share is the confession of, well, I don't want to confess that because
I'm like terrified for you.
hold on, because if something happens, they don't want it coming back that I did something. But like, my husband made me really mad. If anything, it was not me. So listen, I use a monthly detox, and it's very clean. It's very gentle. It's very, you don't even notice, right? Like this detox that I use every single month is super light. And I've been out of it for a while, and my body has noticed that I haven't done a gut detox in a few months. So my body is really noticing. So my husband, he found this tea shop that he really likes. It's downtown by where he works. And so he buys these like fresh bags of tea, and then we have like the little,
What's it?
it's like it's tea. You take the little, you fill the little thing and then stoop it in your tea, you know, like instead of having like a tea bag, like it's fresh little mixtures. Okay.
I like the charades that you're doing with it. It's more exciting to me.
So this tea that he got me is called Cleanse and Reboot.
I'm already afraid for you.
So last night before
It
bed,
works?
he goes, "You should drink that tea." And because by the way, I've been having like big baby, my kids think I'm pregnant because my belly is so giant right now because I need to do a gut detox. I have not done one in months. And so my husband's like, drink the tea. And I was like, I like nice, friendly things. And my body is very sensitive to things. He's like, just drink a little bit. It's not going to do much to you. Mm-hmm.
My nose is running.
Yeah, I almost shut myself at the gym. I was scared at the gym. I was trying to do squats, and I was like, this is probably a really bad idea right now. Okay. So we had to come home, and I was dying. That's why we were late. We were supposed to get on at 1, and I was like, I need 5 more minutes because
you had to change your pants because you pooped yourself?
this tea is not nice.
So disclaimer, don't go in public if you're going to drink the tea because you're going to poop your pants.
I'm going to stick to my nice, gentle one. And if anybody wants a nice, gentle one, ask me. I know of one because I'm telling you the tea's awesome. It is definitely doing its job.
It's like,
I really need something gentle.
So aggressive.
I need something that doesn't, like, where I'm not in public going, oh. Do I need to run? I think I need to run.
Oh my gosh. And you know, like if it's I guess we're just getting into it. It's just going. We're already in. So there's no turning back. But you know, like when it's like that, like you can't just like pinch it off.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm
coming.
Like, terrified. I was terrified at the gym. I was like, we need to go home right now. Right now.
So you know what's actually a really good cleanse? I don't know if it's like good for you, but it works. It's like saltwater cleanse. Have you tried it?
I haven't, but I heard that it is.
It's effective.
Is it?
It's like, do not leave home at all.
Oh, hi Penny. Hi. And whoever else.
I forgot there's people on
here. Yeah, there's people watching us talk about pooping. While you're,
so I still have this cough. It's driving me.
Packing up a lung over there.
Oh my gosh.
What questions do you have for me? Ask me a question, and then if you're watching live, answer the question in the comments.
Oh, well, I feel like my question is so lacking excitement based on your confession that you just made. I have like dumb questions, like
mine aren't like that. Fine, I'll ask mine first. Mine is, what is your biggest day-to-day challenge?
Life. Doing things.
By the way, we did not share our questions with each other because we purposely did not want to give each other a chance to think.
No prep time.
So any questions that I have written down, she has no idea what I have written down. I don't know what she has written down. So
Mine are so dumb. Like I just thought we were gonna come on here and talk shit. So mine are dumb.
no, they're not. That's what we do.
Life itself is a challenge. Like getting out of bed, getting out of my pajamas because I work from home. That's a challenge. I actually almost was gonna actually wear my pajamas on here, but I put on jeans.
Oh my God. I'm so
I know, because I was like, what if I accidentally have to stand up for something or model my jeans in the middle of for no reason? So I'm really proud of myself today that I put pants on. That's a big deal. Day-to-day challenge. No, seriously, honestly, probably consistency is my challenge, which don't act surprised. Don't be surprised.
Penny said that hers is eating good.
What? You're saying words?
Penny said hers is eating good. As
If I have good, healthy food in the house, easy peasy.
Yeah.
If there's not food in the house, then like, I'd rather just eat a quesadilla than go to the store.
I do that too. I actually make a lot of quesadillas.
Yeah, they're so delicious.
Which is probably why I'm always so bloated, because I eat a lot of cheese.
I love cheese. I don't understand people that are lactose intolerant. Like,
so
why?
Wait, my little sister, when we were little, like really little, and my parents like gave her milk for the very first time, and she projectile vomited like 5 feet. Like she was so allergic to milk that like she would drink it, and anything that had milk in it, she would just be like, "Wah!" Like, I mean, forever long. And so like growing up, it was super hard because my parents had to like read every single label. They had to like make sure nothing had milk in it, like at all. So she always had to eat special food. And then when she was like 12, she tried something and it had milk in it. She was like, oh, I didn't get sick. And then so she learned that she loved pizza. Like my sister didn't get to eat pizza until she was like 12.
Wait, so she became like unlactose intolerant?
Like her body just was able to tolerate it.
I guess it would just be lactose tolerant. It wouldn't be unlactose.
Yeah, so she's like 35, like 35 now. And so she eats stuff with dairy, but it just depends. Like her body is no longer like rejecting it the way it was, but she can definitely like, okay, I've had too much dairy. You know what I mean? So she has to stop. So it's a real thing. It is a real thing to.
I feel like that's a party trick. Like if she was still lactose intolerant, you know what I mean? To be like, you guys watch this. Like, what's your party trick? Oh, that's a good question. What is your party trick?
Oh my God. Write that down.
No, I'm just asking.
Are you really asking me? I don't have a party trick.
I have a couple. Well, I used to have a couple. Now I think I only have one left.
Well, I mean, back before, long time
your hair
ago.
looks so cute when you put your head down like that. Look at how cute your hair is.
Oh, thank you.
As I do it too. Like I have to look at you.
Laurel, Penny said Laurel has to be the sprinkler.
That's my dance move. That's not my party trick. Two different things.
I don't have a party trick. I'm probably the lamest person at a party.
You have to have a trick. When everyone's doing their party trick, what's yours? You have to have one.
I literally have never. You've
never been to a party.
I mean, no, I used to go to parties like, 20 something years ago.
What was your trick?
But like, I didn't have one. I was the lamest person there watching everyone else.
Oh. Well, what's the coolest party trick you ever saw? Inappropriate. Abort. Okay, don't answer that.
My internet isn't working.
She frozen? She
Penny.
Oh my gosh.
Penny, what's your party trick?
Yeah, what's your party trick, Penny?
Okay, so
Penny really just stands next to people. That's her party trick. She's like, look how tall I am. But she's tall.
So I saw this girl on TikTok. She's like 6'9". And I was thinking about it and I was like, holy shit, that's really tall, because Me, okay, so my husband is 6'2", okay? And when I'm standing next to him, I don't feel like it's like he's like 6'2". Like most people don't even realize he's 6'2" because the way he stands, like you don't realize it, right?
Yeah.
But Penny is the same height as my husband. And when I'm standing next to Penny, I'm like, Jesus, how are you not, how are you taller than my husband, but you're the same? So I was thinking, if Penny feels that tall to me at 6'2", can you imagine 6'9"?
I think Penny's only 5'14".
She's 6'2". Watch. Penny, tell us in the comments. Penny said her party trick is me just being me, which is an amazing, oh, that's awesome. Penny.
You're like 5'14", right, Penny?
There's no 5. I just realized. Just shut up. Are you doing math right now?
I am.
I think you are.
That's my party trick, guys. I can do math.
Penny said, right. I say I'm 5'14".
Right. See, I knew it. I paid attention.
Whatever. That is 6'2".
Yeah, that's true. Welcome to the conversation.
Telling drunk guys that is so fun. I'm 5'14". They're like, damn.
They're like, I'm only 6'1". Okay.
Anyway. Oh my God. So I forgot we're gonna laugh a lot.
This is gonna be good. It's like a facelift on accident.
Oh my God. Okay.
Have you seen those chin straps? Have you seen those facelift, like it's like a chin strap? Have you seen them? I kind of want to get one.
Oh my God.
But
Okay.
like you probably can't talk if you wear them, so that'll never work for me.
Okay. My next question. I have another question. Maybe we should get a podcast. I don't know. The podcast would just be laughing the whole time.
I know, right?
People are like, what are we listening to? Okay. What's the one thing that you refuse to share with someone else? I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you mine. Mine is milk. I cannot share milk with anybody else. Like,
why would you share milk anyways?
No,
Well,
like-
your sister probably. That's why. It's because you never had to share your milk growing up because your sister couldn't drink it. And now that you're a grown ass woman, you're like, nope, this is my milk. I don't want you to throw it up and waste it. And you can't have any.
no,
I bet
I
that's
don't know
why.
what it is. Like, I can
I just
share.
told you what it is.
No, for real though. Listen, like I could have water. Apparently the community water in the house. I fill this up and my kids will literally, if they're in the kitchen with the water, that all they have to do is grab a glass and get some. Instead, they will walk through the house to find my water and drink my water. I can share my water. I can share a soda. I can share anything else, but milk in a glass, if somebody drinks, it grosses me out. Cereal, like it took me a long time when my husband and I first got together, and I would like be eating a bowl of cereal and I put the spoon down. He would walk by and he would take a bite and I would literally like push my bowl away and go, you can have it. I cannot share my milk. Oh, and my toothbrush. Yep. Penny just said hard pass on sharing. Nope, not a toothbrush. I saw some article, some dental hygienist lady said that the family should share a toothbrush.
I mean, if you had to, you probably
If we had to, but I'd rather not. But milk,
Oh,
toothbrush,
goodness.
mine.
It's funny because I almost wrote down what do you not share, but then I was like, I don't think there's anything that I don't share.
I don't know. All right.
I'm like,
See, that's
I
why
don't know,
I
I've
said
never been to a party. I can't tell you what I don't share.
oh, that's why I said put the extra question. You'll probably likely put the same question down. See that?
Okay, so my question,
Mhm.
what is your biggest pet peeve?
Mm,
You have to think about it?
I do have to, because I think as I'm growing, things aren't bothering me as much anymore.
Oh, I'm forever bothered by the exact same thing.
Hold on, Lauren, are you saying men is your not sharing, or your biggest pet peeve?
Both.
She just answered men, and I need to know, is it you're not sharing or your biggest pet
It's
peeve,
both.
or possibly both?
It's definitely got to be both for sure.
Penny said that her biggest pet peeve is the misuse of the word seen. Oh, okay. I have one.
Like, oh, I seen it like that.
Is that what you
I
mean?
seen
Penny?
this guy the other day because I hate it.
Give me an example. We need an example. Listen, my internet actually is messing up. This is not a joke.
You did that to yourself. It's called manifesting.
Yeah, I did. Laurel said she does not said nothing. She doesn't share.
Oh, I mean,
she's asking if you share men.
do you want to sleep with my husband? What are you getting at here? I'm not sure what the question is. Obviously, like I'm not into that. That's not a vibe for me at all. But so I guess there's, yeah, I'm gonna share my dude. But like if you want some of my milk, you could have it.
I don't want your milk. We could share coffee. I don't want to share milk. Milk grosses me out.
I mean, I wouldn't drink it now because I have a cough. So you're gonna for sure get a cough. But
I actually didn't get a cough, and we shared a bed for like 5 days.
We share a bed.
We share a bed. Laurel and I shared a bed for like 5 days with her yucking in my face all night. I tried to smother her with a pillow. But it's fine.
Oh, it's so annoying. Oh my gosh.
Because I drink onion water. I tried to tell someone that I drink onion water.
Ew, she drinks onion water. No, my biggest pet peeve is onion water. Just kidding. My biggest pet peeve is liars and being lied to.
Yes,
nope.
Actually,
forever unsubscribed. Immediately, no.
Yeah, I don't like lying either. I also thought of a couple things. One, I don't like, it is such a pet peeve for people to say I didn't know. Like, so my kids do this every once in a while. My husband does this. People around me, like, if they use the excuse of I didn't know, or no one told me, or like, and it's like either common sense stuff or like, I don't know what that like bugs me so much. I hate when I hear someone say I didn't know, no one told me. That bugs me. Okay, bye, Penny.
Start saying that to you.
Fun. Yeah. But I also I had one that I was gonna share, and now I forgot because that's what my brain has been doing. Okay, so
okay, that's fun. Yeah. So liars for sure are my biggest pet peeve, and I don't know if it's. I think it's a dual purpose. I think it's like partially like just the act of like being lied to is so like hurtful, but more so I think it's the fact that like you either think I'm too stupid to know the truth, or you don't trust me enough with the actual information, or you don't think I can handle it. And both of those are unacceptable to me. Yeah. So no, like, oh, yeah. It drives me absolutely nuts. I
feel that too. And I did remember the other thing I was going to say. Lately, it's been bugging me a lot when I keep seeing people say, can we normalize? This has actually become such a big pet peeve of mine. When I see somebody saying, can we normalize? And then they put something out that like they want to feel accepted for. And the reason I think that it's bugging me so much is because I feel like we live in an age right now where we should just be doing whatever we feel comfortable with without thinking of anyone else's opinions and without needing the approval and acceptance of anyone else. So when you're saying we should normalize moms being able to do this, like it's normal as long as you want to do it. Like stop trying to get the approval of other people.
Yeah, like if you're doing it, then it's normal. Well, that's not necessarily true, but if most people are doing it, then it's normal.
It doesn't matter. You don't need to like have something be normalized, because honestly, like that's part of what's wrong with the world is there's causing so much confusion in how people feel of like people have anxiety of like, what if I do this? Are people going to talk about me? Like if I feel this way, maybe this isn't normal for me to do this or feel this way, but like there are so many people out there that like, that's why I love TikTok, because you find people that you're like, oh my God, I do that too. Like, I feel that too,
I used to like TikTok until it made me like question if I have ADHD, which by the way, after like, you know, I'm like self-diagnosed, of course, because why would I go to a doctor? But but like after watching all these things, and then I came in the room, this is like a year ago, probably. I came in the room and I was like, Aaron, oh my God, I think I figured it out. Like, I know what's wrong with me. He was like, please tell me. And I was like, I think I might have ADHD. And he's like, yeah. Yeah, like, you knew and you didn't see. He's like, I don't, like, I just figured you knew. But then when I told somebody else, I don't know, I already forgot who, my mom, maybe my hairdresser, I don't know, told somebody, they were like, I don't know if you do. And I'm like, well, Instagram and TikTok says I for sure do. So I actually should probably go get that checked out. If you know a good doctor in California.
I just really think that there's so many personality traits now and things that people do that they need a label on it. I don't think that it's ADHD. And I also think personally, after researching and experimenting with my own kids, that a lot of the foods that we're eating, a lot of the dyes, which is why we don't eat dyes in our house anymore, like anything red 40, yellow, blue, like all of those things, like we do not eat those in our house anymore.
You just hate food coloring altogether. Yeah.
But it is actually changing the way that my children behave. And there was a while where it was like we were having trouble with my youngest. We were having trouble with them paying attention and focusing and these fits and lashing out. And since we've cut all that from their diet, we don't have those issues anymore. We don't like they listen, they eat healthy. My kids ask me for Brussels sprouts. I keep bell peppers in the house, which before all of these things were a fight to eat. And so like they crave healthy food since we've cut all the dyes and sugars out. And all of those ADHD things that we were feeling and experiencing have kind of went away. And I think that a lot of it's just contributed to all the stuff that we have going on in our mind. And I
so
think
from
that
your like diet and from your,
I really, really believe that. I really believe that. And I also believe that we are so overwhelmed in our life that that we have so much going on, especially as moms. We have so much going on in our head that like this is something that I see on TikTok all the time that people have labeled as ADHD. Okay. And I do this. I seriously do this all the time. I literally was doing it in the middle of watching a video. Like I was walking with my phone, watching a TikTok, stopped it to go do something. And I was watching what she was saying. But it's, you know, like where you walk over and you're like, hey, I got to fix the laundry. And then you start fixing the laundry. And then when you walk away, you're like, oh, you put it down, you go do something else. And your mind starts going.
100%.
They're labeling that as ADHD. And I don't think it is. I think it's just our minds have so much that we are like a to-do list going through our list. And we're like, want to make sure we get everything done. You know,
most of the stuff that I get distracted with doing is definitely not on my invisible list because I don't have a list, but like, I don't know, I guess maybe it's just like a kind of like an avalanche. You know what I mean? Like the other day I was like, oh, let me throw away, you know, there was like stuff in the refrigerator that I was like, oh, this is expired. Let me throw it away. And then it turned into, we emptied out and scrubbed cleaned like the entire refrigerator out of nowhere. And then
that's part of momentum. That's part of, this is why I'm always talking about like people who are like, I really need to get myself into action and I really need to get up and do something. People are waiting for motivation and motivation's not real. Motivation comes from the action being taken, right? And so like sometimes if you're like, I cannot like do anything, I have no motivation, I like do not feel any energy to clean my kitchen, but then you're like, if I could just get the dishwasher loaded and let it do its job, then I can go to bed. But then the next thing you know, the entire kitchen is clean, you're in cleaning out the pantry, you've already pulled everything out of the fridge, and you're like, I don't know what just happened. So people are calling that ADHD because you got sidetracked, but really momentum kicked in and like the motivation to clean kicked in. That's all that is.
Good, because I'm going to relabel myself from ADHD to just full momentum haver.
That's
momentum miser, momentumator.
I'm gonna get you a plaque made now.
The momentumator. That's it. I'm changing my name immediately. Hold it.
Oh my God. Okay. So while you're trying to change your name here, my next question for you is, would you rather have a peg leg or a hook hand?
Oh, which hand? And also which leg? And also, does my peg leg have, okay, I got it. You remember Bratz dolls? Okay, remember how they have the peg leg with the super cute interchangeable shoes? If I can get super cute Bratz doll interchangeable shoes for my left leg, because I still want my right leg to drive, obviously. Well, how far is the peg leg? Does it go all the way up to my who? Or does it just like my ankle, like a Bratz doll? Or does it go to my, like, I need more details.
I didn't think this one. I just.
It's a serious question. I need more information.
Oh my God.
Like, is it a whole leg peg leg? And then does it have like bendy? Or is it like, or do I just have to like, you know what I mean?
I literally have no idea. Whatever you want, just
Okay, so I want a Bratz doll peg leg, which has like full functionality all the way to the ankle, right? And then if I get those super cute peg leg attachable shoes that the Bratz dolls have, but I have to have a matching real life shoe for my right foot, and it have to be the same height, because if I'm off, that would be weird. That would be weird. Of all the things, if I'm off, that would be the weird part. So, oh my gosh, I always wanted to be a Bratz doll. Yes, peg leg. On my left leg, ankle down. Final answer.
all right.
Could you
So
imagine the book here? I'd be like trying to drink my coffee and I'd be all like, that would never work. I could just do a straw probably.
I would have a peg leg, and you pointed out the left leg because I want to drive as well. Because my peg's all. I can't. I'm not coordinated. I would definitely wreck.
Do you imagine the awesome dance moves I would have with a peg leg? It would be so much better than it is right now.
Can we not manifest you having
Oh, a momentumator.
next
Edition.
next question? What's your question?
Would you rather be a garden gnome or an elf on the shelf?
You want to know the funniest part? I looked at that question on the list. And I was like, that's stupid.
It is so dumb. I love it.
A garden gnome.
Why? That's so boring.
Because the animals would come to me outside, and I
It
could
would
be
pee on you.
I could be out with the but an elf on the shelf, the kids are taking.
No, they're not allowed to touch you.
You gotta watch them.
Kids can't touch you. You already are watching them. Okay, here's the thing. Here's my argument or my rebuttal. A, garden gnome, you get all the fun nature, right? But you also have like the horrible rain and weather, whatever. Elf on the shelf, you only have to work like 1 month a year. Get the rest of the year off. Amazing. The parents aren't, or the kids aren't allowed to touch you and mess with you, or else they get in trouble. Awesome. You get to do super fun things like make snow angels out of powdered sugar. Sometimes you get to wear a tutu.
Okay.
Sometimes you get to hang from the ceiling fan. You've seen all the fun things that the elf on the shelf does.
I know.
I
we
mean,
have
come
3 of
on.
them.
And it's
We have
Christmas.
3. Yeah. All right. Well, your elf on the shelf wins. All right. I was just thinking I want to stand outside with the birds, but
You're gonna get peed on by all the dogs.
what if I fall over?
Unless it's like Romeo and Juliet, where they come to life for real. Oh my gosh, you remember those gnomes that you had, those possessed gnomes, fairies that you pissed off in your yard? Whatever happened with them?
I don't know.
Did you never went back to see?
We had to actually take all of the stuff out of the woods because weird stuff was happening, and I'm pretty sure there was pissed off fairies out in our thing, and so we just leave them alone now, and we nothing happens anymore since we took away the fairy stuff. But like literally, like we made a little fairy home in a tree, and like every day weird stuff was happening in the tree, and all of our little gnomes and all of our stuff was moved around. And at first I thought, well, maybe it's a squirrel coming and doing it. But then things started coming around the tree that could not have been a squirrel. And I was like, okay, so I don't know what happened, but we went out and took all the fairy stuff away because I think
that was a trip. You sent me those pictures. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
And then we tried to go out there one time, and it was the craziest thing because like it's like we weren't getting the message that they didn't want us out there. And so like there were spider webs suddenly blocking every single entrance for us trying to get out there. And so we were like, what, where, like overnight, they just made all these spider webs. And then that didn't stop us. So the bees started attacking us. And I was like, what? Now that we've taken everything out of there, you could walk back there. There's no spider webs. There's no bees coming at you. Like, I don't know what it is, but like we made something mad.
They called like all the homies. They were like, okay, here's the deal.
Yeah.
If these people come, you're attacking, you definitely have to attack. And then they were like, keep them out of our space.
Yep. Seriously, we live in the woods here. And the weird thing that is like, I live in the woods. And if you were to, which I'm not going to give you my address, but if you were to Google Maps,
I'll post it in the comments.
I know. There's nothing but woods for miles behind me. There's nothing out there. So you would think that we'd have a lot of animals. We occasionally have coyotes. We can hear them. I think I've lived in this house for 3 years and I think I've seen deer 3 times. Like we do not see animals. We've had a possum once on our deck. But other than that, there's nothing out there. There's like no sign of life out there. And so I keep asking like, what is in this section of the woods right behind me that is making the animals not come around here? Like, fairies. So it's the fairies. They want everything to stay out of here. I just realized you actually changed your name to the Moment.
I don't know if I spelled it right.
Oh my God, it's great.
Is that how you spell momentumator?
Momentumator. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm a homeschool teacher. Don't ask me.
A+ for you.
Oh
my gosh, homeschooling. I know that sounds horrible.
It's actually better because we are doing like an unschooling. There's like another term, it's called like wildling. So I live in North Carolina, so there's no state laws on like things that we have to do. Like other states have tests that you have to pass and curriculum that you have to do.
North Carolina just doesn't give a shit. They're like, you can do whatever you want. We don't care whatever you teach your children.
So the only thing that we do have to do is like once a year, which coming up here in a couple of weeks, my kids are going to do this. I do have to do state testing and I just pay and then they can take it online. But the cool thing is that I don't even have to share the results with the state. Like they legally cannot ask me for the results. I just have to show proof that my children took the test. That's because they don't have to meet any standards being at homeschool because North Carolina is a free state of you could do the wild thing. Wildling means that like you just teach them life and you don't have to sit down and do math. You don't have to do all these things. So we do, like, I'm definitely doing math with my little ones, but like my 6-year-old is doing triple digit multiplication. Like that's where I'm at with him. Like he picks stuff up so fast. And the cool thing about homeschooling is I don't have to go at a certain pace. Like if he was in a first grade classroom, he would have to he would be bored in class because he's like, I figured all this out. Right. So for me, I'm just like, okay, do you got this? Let's try this. Let me see if you can understand this math. And the kid can do triple digit, like both of my 6 and my 8-year-old are doing triple digit multiplication.
Nice.
So I could do whatever I want with them and it's fun. So it's actually not bad. Like I really love homeschooling because I can teach them whatever I want.
It would be fun for like science projects and stuff. Like there's so many cool science people on like Instagram that do those fun, like that elephant soap or whatever it's called, elephant trunk. I don't know, the thing with like the Mentos and the Coca-Cola or whatever it is. But like actual like life skills.
So
like real life things.
When the train derailments were happening, and like there was all this talk of like the acid rain and stuff, and it really was happening. I don't know if you saw, but like
keep talking, I'm listening to you.
The acid rain was actually like traveling. Like there's a bunch of reports like in New York that it was like messing up people's cars and stuff. Like it was actual acid rain. So I, as an assignment, because I wanted to know more about it, like I don't live too far from there. It could travel this far, I think. So I wanted to know more about acid rain, but I didn't want to do the research. So that was my homework assignment for my son. He's 13. I was like, I want you to go look up all the details of the train derailment in Ohio. I want you to find out what chemicals were on it and spilled and what happens when they mix and all these things. And then tell me about acid rain. And he has been obsessed. And he's like, we went to the library. He got this like chemical compound book and he's like learning about all the chemical compounds. And he's like telling us, he like researched all of the chemicals that were on the trains and like told me all about acid rain. And he was like, so it started raining here after that happened. And he was like sticking his hand out there. He's like, I'll check first. He's like sticking his hand to see if it was
Check
like
with your hand. Put like a
burning. I'm like, oh my God.
something else out there, like a umbrella.
I know, but
He's all, I'll check. Okay, sacrifice
like-
he for sure wants a hook hand, obviously. We know his decision. Good
but
call.
it's cool. It was cool to do that. Okay, I have one more question then. Would you rather never be stuck in traffic again or never have a cold again?
You asked me this while I have a cold.
Yeah, I'm asking because
Well, okay, again, I need more details.
I
I feel like these questions are fake.
these questions are fake.
Because they don't give me enough details. So here's the thing.
Okay,
You're
let's hear
not
your
prepared for
answer.
all of this.
Let's hear your answer.
This is going to be like a 20-minute video. We're going on almost an hour here. Okay, so here's the thing. What kind of cold? Like is it like just like a head congestion or this cough that won't go away? Because I could get used to this probably. Is it like yeah, I know you'll get used to it too when we room together. It's fine. Or is it like a forever runny nose? Because I already also feel like I have that. Or like allergies. Like what kind of cold? Like is it like COVID forever and something where I just can never smell or taste again? Belinda, shout out Belinda, even though it's not from COVID. No, she got a concussion and now she can't smell or taste anything. It happens to like -% of people or something. And she legit like since September, she still can't. But anyways, or okay, so then is it only my car that doesn't get to be in traffic, or is it any car that I'm in doesn't get to be in traffic? Because like, is it only when I'm driving? And then also, does it work for any car that I'm driving?
I really should have known that you would like. You know what?
Traffic.
Whatever.
I don't want traffic.
I don't want traffic.
Do you imagine how fast I would get places? And then what happens to other cars on the freeway? Like, do they just move out of my way? Or do I get like a special lane? How does this work? And then I don't want to get a speeding ticket, but I won't have to because I won't have to speed because there'll be no traffic. This is amazing. I want that one.
no traffic.
No traffic.
I really think because I drink onion water, so I don't get sick anymore. So I'm gonna go with the no traffic.
But then what's the rest of the answers? Is it for only your car? Is it for any car you're in? Is it for only cars that you're driving? Does it carry over to rental cars? Like,
Can it be for Ubers when you have scary?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. See,
like
side note, Ubers count.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's for any car that I'm in, and then definitely traffic.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go with it's any car that I'm in.
Especially California, like I'll pass on any traffic.
I don't know. Have you seen?
What if I could just teleport places? That would be awesome.
That was actually one of the questions I was looking at. Would you rather teleport or time travel?
Again, I have questions.
Yeah,
Shocker.
I know. All right. So what's your final question?
No, I want to do that one.
You want to do that one?
Yeah.
Teleport or
But I have to work it out because I have
Okay.
questions. So teleport, like, can I go anywhere I want? Can I bring people with me? Can I only bring myself? How many suitcases can I bring? Like, how often can I do it? And mainly, can I bring people with me? You know what I mean? Because like, if they're still gonna have to fly, but I could just teleport there, then like I have to wait for them anyways. You know what I mean? Or could I just like teleport to go get you, and then I could teleport us to like Bali?
that would be
That would save so much money on travel, first of all. Secondly, then I need, but then like, how am I going to carry all the suitcases?
And if we could bring suitcases, then we wouldn't have this like trying to figure out what shoes we're leaving behind. We could just bring like a whole, like all of our
I would
shoes.
bring all my peg leg shoes, all of them. I would even bring like a peg leg hiking boot and a peg leg sandal because you don't know where we're going to go. Right? I'm bringing all of them. Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun. But then is it like all you can carry? Because like shoes are heavy. I have to think about it. But
I wonder
now
if
for time travel,
Right?
let me
You
work
like
it out.
sit on like a tower of suitcases and hold them, and then they
Oh,
like
is it
fall.
everything you're touching
Yeah,
gets
that'd
to
be pretty
go?
cool. Yeah,
I can bring my dogs.
but see, for me, like this, the reason because I'm like obsessed with like the Roman times and the Vikings and like and things, and I want to just be there and like
Okay.
see all that stuff. So like I
So
want to time travel. I want to time travel so I could be like a Roman, like or maybe a Viking, or look, I have Viking hair today. So
I know you're, what's that girl's name from the Vikings? You're her.
yes, I know.
I know you're totally
I want-
her. Okay, but so here's the question. With time travel, can you go anywhere you want, or can you only go places that you've been? Can you go to the future and the past? If you go to the past, because like, so my favorite movie is called About Time, right?
Mhm.
And this guy's like a time traveler. Oh my God, it's the best movie. Have you seen it? Go see it
No,
right now.
I
Like,
need to watch it.
it's the best. I cry every time, even though I know it's already going to happen, but it's my favorite movie. I could watch it every day for the rest of my life. So good. So I don't want to tell you all about it, but I'm gonna. So, so the kid is like a time traveler, right? And his dad tells him when he turns like 18 or whatever that like he can time travel because the dad can do it too. So he starts to like do it. But then when you do, it changes things that already like happened, but you can only go to places you've been. So he like meets this girl, but then he forgot to go to his friend's like show. So then he time travels back to go to his friend's show, and then he doesn't meet the girl. So then he's got to meet the girl somewhere else, but he still has the memories of when he met the girl and all the information that she told him about herself. So he like has to use other ways to meet her, right? Whatever. Anyways, gets the girl. They have a baby. And then he time travels back to like other places to go like fix other shit in his life. Cause you know, you have to go fix shit. But then, well, I don't want to tell you this part, but okay. So I'm not going to tell you this part, but then
Okay.
like, let's say hypothetically, he had to go back to something before the baby, but then it changes the baby. Or if you like, once you have a baby, basically you can't go back past that date. So if like somebody maybe dies, hypothetically, really happens, then you can't go like see that person because it affects your baby.
Mm.
So I need
Okay,
more.
so if it's
Is it about that movie?
if it's that kind of time travel, then I just want teleportation.
Right.
If it's a I can go and like see the Flintstone days and
Ooh.
get to like kind of travel through and see all the different eras, like that's literally like an awesome dream. Like I want to travel back and see like all the different time
We
periods.
could be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and go all the places.
You know what? I just literally has nothing to do with what you said, but because you said we could be Bill and Ted, I just thought of a meme that I read the other day, and it was literally like, see, he just came in to get my water, like the community water. Like, okay, go. Listen, go. Shut the door and go.
Go get some milk.
Shut the door because it go. That's what happens when you drink my water. He's chugging the water. Listen. You remember what's the magic
Right.
school bus? What?
It's the Magic School Bus.
What's her name?
Mrs. Fluffernutter.
What is her name?
Mrs. Frizzle.
Yes. Okay. I saw a meme the other day that said that we literally would have no idea in this very moment if Miss Frizzle in the Magic School Bus was up our butt right now. That like all the times we watched that show and they
got
shrunk
so
down and
tiny.
put in the bodies. It's
Yeah, or like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They got so tiny too.
oh my god.
So,
Okay.
and you know, they say like that, like movies prepare us for like things that are going to happen in real life. Oh my gosh, and Ant-Man. Okay, are we going to start shrinking?
We might. We
Is that
might. They
teleportation?
probably
Oh,
already.
part of the teleportation. You turn so tiny in a Magic School Bus, and then you get there faster. You
I
get there
wonder
slower.
if the teleportation is like Mike TV on
See?
you know how it's all he's coming
Okay.
in this, and then you
There
like
is no such thing as even static anymore, so probably not.
I was trying to tell my kids the other day how I do the rabbit ears, and my dad would go, keep moving them. And I'm like this, and he's all, stop right there. And then you like back your hands away. And then sometimes you got to wrap foil around it.
Yeah, you get the foil around it. They'll never know. They'll never know.
Drop a 1 in the comments if you know what rabbit ears are.
I mean, and not these kind.
Yeah. Like rabbit ears for your TV. So we are coming up almost an hour, and this was super fun. And drop some comments if you enjoyed our just back and forth banter for no reason at all. We just
If you made it this far, congratulations. We're giving you a nickname. You are the new Momentumator.
But I would love for you to drop us questions and fun things that we could ask each other. Give us some ideas, give us some fun stuff so we don't have to ask each other about being lawn gnomes or
Elf on the Shelf. Team Elf on the Shelf.
Also, answer the questions. Answer them in the comments. Would you rather be an elf on the shelf or a lawn gnome?
I never realized that with a would you rather, I was going to actually need to work it out. So,
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. Like you totally went off on this peg leg or hook hand. In the comments, you want a peg leg or a hook hand. And then also in the comments, would you rather be never be stuck in traffic again, or have a cold? Never have a cold again. Answer those. And which ones did you ask? You asked the lawn gnome. I think you only asked one.
what's your biggest pet peeve?
Yeah.
Would you rather be the garden gnome or the elf on the shelf? I think I asked another question, but I didn't write it down. But then you told me I had to write it down, but I already asked it, so I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, that works.
Also, I still really want people to tell us like their secrets so that we can talk about it.
Did
And we
you
won't say who it is. So it's like send it anonymously, or
get those? Did you read the ones that we have?
I sent you ones and they were dumb. No one even sent me any good secrets except
This
somebody
one
said that they
said
like to watch teeny bopper shows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, same, bro.
Well, somebody said, what's a secret you kept from your parents?
Oh, well, my parents are still alive, so I can't tell you until for a while. For a long time.
I never kept any secret from you, Mom.
Oh, pickup lines that always work. Give me pickup lines that always work. I don't know. I think it depends on the person.
Let me tell you what it's not, okay? It's not you lit, to be honest.
You lit. Tabaha.
You lit.
Tabaha.
That was one of the comments left in the
You lit.
thing.
That was one of the secrets.
Oh, no, that was
I
the
don't know if we
secret.
left it because
Please
it's
give me
anonymous.
pickup lines that always work. Well, today, let me tell you what happened at the gym, okay? I don't talk to
Wait, was
people-
it before or after your explosive diarrhea?
Almost in the middle, and it almost made it worse.
It was right in the middle of your diarrhea. Of course it didn't work. You were too busy. You couldn't even focus
So
on the pickup
listen,
line.
Go out.
That's not fair.
So I don't talk to go out right now, please. Okay, we're gonna have to talk now. I don't talk to people at the gym, and it's usually it's always me and my daughter together, and then my son is usually with us, but every once in a while, he won't come, and my husband and son will go at night, and just me and my daughter will go in the morning. But I'm never alone. We're always together. Today it was 4 of us. It was me, my husband, and my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my oldest son. The little ones were in the daycare. And we were all working out in this one room. We were the only 4 in this room working out. And my husband and son went out of the room to go to another section. And my daughter and I were finishing up here, and we like to sit in the sauna before we leave. So we were just going to finish up what we were doing on our sets here and then go sit in the sauna. If you know me, I am a smart ass. I like to say funny things to people, to strangers. I like to kind of say things that freak people out, that make them stop and wait, what? So at the grocery store, if somebody gives me my total and after they've rang everything up, a lot of times I will be like, that's too much money. I don't have that money. And then they'll look at me like, what? And I'll be like, no, I'm just kidding. I'll put my card in. I just like to say little things. Or if somebody goes to grab something near me, I'll go, I'm using that. And then they'll back up. I'm like, just kidding. You can have it. I just say things to
But you say it with a straight face.
Yeah, I do. And I say it.
And you have a bitchy face.
I do.
So it's
So I was super out of breath. I had just got done doing, I was doing these incline crunches. And then I was laying, I sat down on this bench because the last thing I needed to do is I was doing where you like you lay backwards and hold on to the bar behind you,
Mhm.
and then you bring your legs up, and then you do a like a lift your butt up, but your legs stay straight, and then you put them back, and you do those like sit up backward things. Okay. I was getting ready to do those, and I was sitting there, and I was super out of breath, and this guy comes walking in. And whenever somebody asks me something, I always give a smart ass answer about it, right? Just to be funny. And today, he came in and he was like, "Are you using this box?" There was like a big wooden box that you use. And I went to say something funny to him, but I was so out of breath and just like lost in my workout that I looked at him and I like didn't say anything. And then I was just like, "No, you can take it." Like I didn't mean to be bitchy, right? And then he goes, oh, are you sure? Like, if you're using it, and I looked at him and I was like, what? No, like, go ahead and take it. And he was like, okay, well, I'm just saying because like you were like not sure. And I was like, no, I'm usually a smart ass. And I was trying to think of something funny, but I really couldn't breathe. So nothing funny came out. And then he thought I was flirting.
You could have just said, keep your hands off my box.
And then, and then he stood there.
Don't you dare touch my box.
And be funny. And he was like, well, if you think of anything funny, come find me and make sure you tell me. And I'm all, my husband is, first of all, right outside this room. Second of all, I don't even want to talk. Take the box. Walk away with the box. And he kept turning around talking to me. And I saw my husband like look over, and I never talked to anyone at the gym. Can you just take the box and walk away?
This just confirms why you don't talk to people at the gym.
Walk away. Take the
Walk
box.
away.
Just leave me alone.
So my favorite thing when someone says like, you're such a smart ass, I just always like to say it's better than being a dumbass, which is a total smart ass thing to say, by the way, but it's kind of like, yeah, it always just falls out of my mouth whenever. So initially when you're like, I'm a smart ass, I was going to say better than I mean, my brain said it for me, but yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Well,
if you've tuned in this long, congratulations. Seriously.
You win a prize.
You do win a prize. Tell us all the things we said, and then we'll send you something magical. Ooh, like a gnome or Elf on the Shelf. You choose. Totally. Or
no,
a Bratz doll.
Is it a used lawn gnome? Is it like already sitting in the?
It's a new gnome. Used gnomes probably have too much like juju, I feel like.
Paying the shipping.
I will.
You better just shut your mouth right now. I'm going to end the Zoom right now. Someone's going to be like, Laurel was supposed to mail me a lawn gnome.
Somebody promised me a gnome.
Oh my God. All right. So we'll be back next Thursday. We're going to get a podcast at some point here.
Do I have to get a microphone to get a
yeah, we need a microphone, like in like little headphones, and like we could even record it so they could see us still.
This thing on. I just use my coffee. Can I put a microphone in my coffee and then it'd be like ASMR? You hear me like, oh, it'd be great.
We're gonna get a podcast. All right. I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning into our no reason, literally just to hang out, because she lives super far from me, and this is what we wanted to do, share with you.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this apparently every week. So if there's fun stuff you want us to talk about, or if you have a good like would you rather that you need us to psychoanalyze for you.
Also, if you want us to share any of your secrets anonymously, please send them to it, because we could do that as well.
Or publicly, we could just out you if you want that too. It's up to you. But make sure you tell us if you want it to be anonymous or not, because if we accidentally
I'm going to say this was sent to me
by R247.
Well, thanks for
okay. Anyways.
all right. Bye.
Bye.